Hello, my name is Indica Shinnery, and I am a medical examiner at Fairview Park Hospital in Georgia. And I'll be telling you about how I got to where I am today. I'm looking forward to telling you all about my pathway, so let's get this started. Personally, I love my job. I never get bored and my coworkers are funny and help me whenever I need it. Everything so far has paid off for me and I'm living quite well. But without being able to manage my time, learn how to deal with my responsibilities, and keep myself organized, I would not be where I am today. Let's start around 19 years ago. In middle school, I got a certificate for completing the AVID program, which was a course that helped me with my other core classes, learn time management, and made sure I was doing what I was supposed to do to be able to do well in my near future. Then I went to university and high school, and in my senior year, I got the opportunity to do dual enrollment at Valencia College in Orlando, Florida, which means I was basically taking college classes while still in high school. One of my favorite classes I took was my new student experience class. It taught me ways around college as a beginner and the important things to know while I'm here. My teacher, Miss 3, taught me about my college resources, such as how to plan for college, the ASC Center, where I can get help from my tutors, and she told us some pretty good advice about my future. Miss 3 had to take a strengths quiz, which was a lengthy survey that told me about my strengths, which were futuristic, relator, deliberative, empathy, and adaptability. Then she asked the class a question that left me really stumped. What is your purpose in life? I had to really think about that. What is my purpose in life? Who knows? Eventually, I had to make up a purpose statement. I decided life is what we make it, and I decided to make mine an adventure filled with goals I must achieve before I die. In my opinion, this class really helped me out as an individual. I got better at focusing on my priorities, speaking in front of people, and team building, even though I hated working in groups. During my first semester, I overworked myself by biting off way more than I can chew, and I became highly stressed. I was taught that school will always be there and I had to go at a pace I'm comfortable with while still challenging myself. So in spring 2018, I took less classes but still managed to get my AA degree by the summer of 2019. I do want to thank my SLS teacher for showing me the open road guide to success, not only with my education but with my personal life. After that semester, I quickly decided I wanted to go to HBCU, so I applied to FAMU, Florida Memorial, and Clark Atlanta University. After that was done, I went straight into signing up for FAFSA and all the scholarships possible. Days and days and weeks went by. I was just getting anxious to know if I got accepted into the colleges I wanted to or not. I went from pacing back and forth in my house to sometimes asking the man when he hasn't even applied for any colleges yet. Finally, it turns out I didn't get into FAMU, but I did get into Clark Atlanta. My mother was proud of me because she never went to college, and she wanted me to be better than that. Plus, I'm the first out of her 3 kids to go. Along with the financial aid that came through and some scholarships that got put into play, I only had to end up paying for my textbooks and my dorm. Even though that was still some money, it took weight off my bank, especially because I was going out of state. Once I got there, I was enrolled in the Department of Arts and Sciences, and throughout my freshman year, I was looking for some internships. I eventually got one at Emory University Hospital, which was convenient for me because it was only 11 minutes away from my dorm. After my freshman year at CAU, the hospital decided to pay for the rest of my years there. So after 4 years, I finally got my bachelor's degree in nursing. Then I spent around 9 more years in school. I got my doctorate in medicine degree after 4 years of medical school. Then I completed 4 years of residency for my anatomic pathology. Then lastly, I did a forensic pathology fellowship, which only took about a year. After that, I wanted to take a break, but I had this motivation in me to finish what I started. I was right there. I had to take a national certification exam, and I passed it on my first try. I was so thrilled that this long-awaited journey was almost complete, so I can start living my dream life while doing my dream job. All my hard work is finally paying off. I've been looking forward to the day I get to perform an autopsy on an individual. I quickly applied to Fairview Hospital, and within 2 weeks, I got an interview, and they had me perform a practice autopsy on someone, and I was so nervous. Not because I was making the autopsy, but because some people were looking straight in my face and silently judging me. But guess what? I got the job. Now here I am, telling you that with the right motivation, mindset, and determination, you will get to your dreams eventually, but quicker than you may think. I am pleased to be able to present for your class today.
Created using Powtoon.